name is Donna Woodruff, and I am the certified financial planner of the firm. And I've had the opportunity to work with many of you on your financial plans. And in 2022, we saw the power of a strong financial plan. It was really reassuring to meet with clients throughout the year, and when we went back to their plan in light of the recent volatility, we were able to see that they were still on track to achieve their goals. Really, a good financial plan is a roadmap to your future. The first thing we want to do is aggregate all your assets in our software. That gives us the opportunity to look at your overall asset allocation. That means how much do you have in stocks, how much do you have in bonds, how much do you have in cash, and how much do you have in alternatives? Because over time, this allocation is going to drive a majority of your returns. This also gives us the opportunity to simplify accounts for you. We understand that we may not manage all of the accounts that you have, but we can look at it at a high level and suggest some ways that perhaps you can simplify your account structure going forward, because definitely as you move into retirement, the simpler, less is more in this case. It also gives us the opportunity to help out, perhaps, if one spouse dies, perhaps the spouse that survives is the one that is less experienced in the finances. In that case, we can assist that person with transitioning accounts, keeping money moving out to their accounts so that they can fund their lifestyle, as well as it's also not uncommon for people not to want to really discuss their finances with their children. So if your children receive your accounts as a legacy, as an inheritance, it helps to have someone who knows the lay of the land, knows where all the accounts are, so that things don't get missed. The next thing we're going to look at is your asset location. And what I mean by that is how much do you have in retirement accounts or pre-tax, how much do you have in Roth, and how much do you have in taxable after-tax accounts? Because over time, to the degree that we can diversify these assets across accounts with different tax consequences, that is going to help you manage your tax liability in retirement, as well as perhaps prolong the life of your portfolio. So that's something we want to look closely at. We also want to make sure you're maximizing your savings during your working years. It's exciting. In 2023, we are experiencing the largest increase in defined contribution plan limits. So every participant in a 401k plan can contribute up to $22,500. And if you're fortunate enough to be 50 or older, you can contribute an additional $7,500 to your 401k plan as a catch-up. That's a total of $30,000 saved. And we know that to the degree that we can automate savings, whether it's in a 401k plan or if it's in an after-tax investment account or savings account to build your emergency savings, honestly, to the degree that we can put money in savings before it reaches your checking account, that is going to help you build wealth. That's going to be meaningful and give you more options as you approach retirement. Lastly, as part of the financial planning process, we like to review your estate planning documents, because as important as a financial plan is during your lifetime, your estate plan is equally important for when you are no longer with us. It's not uncommon as we review these documents with clients that we see that the language may be vague, or maybe what you're telling me is your intention for your assets after you're no longer here. Your documents don't support that. So while we're not estate planning attorneys, we will direct you back to your estate planning attorney to clarify vague language or inconsistencies with what you're expressing as your wishes. Because as anyone who has assisted someone in settling an estate after someone's death, they can tell you that to the degree that your wishes are expressed in a properly executed estate planning document, things go so much easier. So we want to help and make sure that everything is consistent there. Lastly, in closing, if we haven't revisited your financial plan recently, or if you haven't taken the opportunity to draft a plan with us, I strongly encourage you to reach out to myself or your advisor to get that process underway. This is going to be the time of year where you're pulling together all your statements for tax purposes. This is a lot of the information that we need to populate a plan for you. We can provide you with a secure link so you can upload documents to us securely and get started working on a plan for you today. We value the trust you've placed in us. We do not take it for granted. And while you've heard today a lot of our insights into 2023, what we see on the horizon, no one knows for sure. but I can guarantee you that we will be there with you to guide you through whatever 2023 holds. Thank you so much.